Hi friends, it is Leslie and welcome back to the Cozy Yellow Cottage. Thank you for being here. I know that it's been at least a month since you've last seen me here, and I apologize for that. I have to tell you that I am a bit overwhelmed by everything. Everything. So this is my computer craft room right now, and just a few days ago I couldn't even see my computer. I could not find the keyboard, that's for sure. Now I have this room pretty much packed up. All the craft supplies that we're not using are packed up. And I do have some essentials up here because you never know when you might need to do something. As far as the other projects, they seem to be moving slow, but they're getting done. I got the deck and the fence stained. And then here you'll see all of these donations. Now this isn't even half of what we've gotten rid of so far. I can't believe the amount of things that I'm just giving away right now. So as the video said, my bedroom got a makeover. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you guys this. So let's go back to the original. I'm not proud of this room. So I rarely ever showed my bedroom because the ceiling is awful. We had this old tile ceiling, and a few years ago it leaked. You see that? So I put a piece of foam board up there to hide the missing tiles, just so my eyes wouldn't constantly go there. And it did help, but truly I never really liked my bedroom. So we had our guy Marvin come over, and he tore that old ugly ceiling down and replaced it. And he also hung a new ceiling fan up there. Look at it! Oh my goodness, I just love it. Who knew? This guy does awesome work. But instead of having him paint the walls, I thought that I would just help us out a little bit and paint them myself. Mainly because I wanted to save time and just paint it in sessions. That way we could still sleep in there and it wouldn't interrupt us too bad. Boy, did I regret that, because look at this. It took me several coats to cover up that ugly blue. I really should have had Marvin do it. Once I finished painting, I laid down a new rug that I got on Amazon. I think I paid like $115 for it, and it's like a 12 by 12. Because part of the as-is sale of this house are the floors. The floors come as is, so aka they need to be refinished. Speaking of refinishing things, so for years I have wanted to paint these dressers. I just haven't had the energy, and I hated my bedroom. So I finally got around to doing it, and I used a color called Iron Gate. It is my favorite brand of paint, the all-in-one. And it goes on like a dream. I just love this stuff. I'll leave that in the description box as well. And I decided to leave the fixtures the same because look how bold and beautiful they look with this. I can't wait to show you the final look. But we're going to go back to the bed because I did buy a new headboard, which was very inexpensive, also from Amazon. And these sheets, I am obsessed with these sheets. I will never own another set of sheets. They're so comfy and cute. And look at this comforter. That's new too. And it's very light, which I require something that's not too heavy because I'm always hot. So again, I'll link those. Look at the ruffle on the sheet. So I chose green. They had several colors, but I thought green would go for any season. And it really does. The two pillowcases are ruffled. It's just so pretty. I put one nail in the wall, and that is the cow picture. And I did hang it a little bit too high, but I wasn't going to move it because I didn't want to put any more holes in the wall. There's that beautiful ceiling again. It's so bright and clean, I can't even believe this is my room. So here on the dresser, that mirror, I bought a mirror to replace the one in our bathroom, but I accidentally bought one too big. So instead of sending it back, I decided to keep it and use it in this room. Then you can see the basket of Stanley's bedding. That's his blanket and pillow. And I hung that little hat there with a command hook just to bring in a little bit of color right there. Nothing too major. And then also I got new room darkening drapes from Amazon as well. You can see the dollhouse here. It is a dusty. So this is the finished room, and I'm just loving it. I love how clean and neutral it is, which is crazy. So I had to test it out. I don't know what you would call these. It's like a vignette, a tablescape on the bed. What do you call that? It has to have a name. I made a couple little scenes on the bed, and this one was using the cow prints and sunflowers. And look, Charlotte, she really thought that muffin was real. The disappointment. And then, of course, I had to do it. Since I'm already stressing out about fall, I had to sample it, and look how cute it is. I could almost smell the pumpkin spice. Seriously. I love how that looks, and I cannot wait. Regardless of where we are this fall, my bedroom will be this color, and I will have those sheets on my bed. So that is the fall Halloween look. But don't worry, since it is still summer and one of my favorite weeks of the year, I had to add a little Shark Week theme. We have to have Shark Week. Charlotte approves, but once again, she is mad that those cookies are fake. What is up with all this fake food, Mom? I hope you enjoyed seeing the bedroom. It is definitely a lot brighter and calmer. I just love hanging out in there right now. Before I end this video though, I'm going to show you my Shark Week tree, since it is Shark Week and we are right in the middle of it. Now I wasn't going to put it up. In fact, I almost got rid of it. Almost. But this little tree just folds up. It collapses into like nothing. So it's not taking up space. And this is the tablescape, which was basically the same. I just added the sharks. I kept it pretty simple, honestly. But it did feel good to have some of my normal decorations. So that is it from here. I am going to leave you with the cutest puppy. Stanley doesn't get upstairs as much as he used to anymore. Always at nighttime though. So I wanted to catch a little glimpse of him sleeping on his blanket, but I accidentally woke him up. And look, he just always wakes up happy. He's such a sweetheart. So from Stanley, Charlotte, and I, thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the next video.